Woohoo!
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's happening? Wonder.
You want to come down here? Can't connect. Why not?
Okay. Let's see if you guys could just mute yourselves for the class. We'll get started here. We're holding this space so we have time to practice some self-care using QiGong techniques. We'll start off with the hands, rubbing the hands together. And let's notice that warmth that's generated from our movements, from our touch, reminding us in these winter months, we have the ability to create heat through our movements, through our actions. Qigong is not something to escape reality with, it's something to help us confront reality with our wholeness. We have the power to make changes in this world. We have the power to make changes in our lives. Even if they're small, they have a ripple effect throughout our bodies, throughout our relationships, throughout our communities. Just notice how much warmth we've created with this simple gesture of rubbing our hands together. And let's do this. Take 3 intentional breaths. Oh, yeah. And let's open and close the fingers. Stretch those fingers out, make that fist. We're going to synchronize the breath. Inhale, make your fist and squeeze. Exhale, stretch those fingers. 3 more times. Inhaling, squeezing. Notice that full breath and that tight fist. Exhaling, stretching those fingers out. Notice that empty breath and those stretched fingers. We're synchronizing our breath with our movements. That's one of the primary themes of Qigong. And we can do that in our everyday gestures and our everyday actions, as well as in our practice. All right. And let's just engage those shoulders a bit. Let's rotate the shoulders. We'll go in both directions. We want to kind of open up the joint areas where we have a lot of meridians intersecting. We have a lot of complexity in our physiology there as well. We want to open up those joints, the elbows. We want to get those wrists. Go in both directions. All right. Let's get the neck. So we're going to rotate the neck. Go where it feels good for you. Personally hold a lot of tension in the neck, so great way to release some of that tension. And let's take a nice breath, intentional breath, inhaling completely, holding the full breath. Count to 3, exhaling. Notice that empty breath and count to 3 before we inhale again. We'll do 1 more of those. Inhaling, full breath, count to 3. Exhaling. Empty breath, count to 3. All right, and we're going to move into a standing position shortly. So if you need to kind of rub your legs a little or prepare your body, but we're going to come to a standing posture. So make your way there and I'll meet you. All right, let's engage those. We want to continue with rotating of the joints. So we'll get some of the joints we couldn't get while seated. We'll rotate the hips. Oh yeah. What a blessing it is to have these bodies. I mean, come on. I know we can get bogged down with the details of life and the stresses and challenges we face. Our practice is a time to be grateful, grateful for this body, grateful for our breath, grateful for our consciousness. And we take that gratitude into our lives and into our interactions with others, and helps create a ripple effect of positive change. And I know all of you are out there doing that already. So I'm so grateful for who you are and what you bring to this planet. Let's get our knees. And we'll get those ankles. You can keep your heel on the ground or raise your foot in the air, whatever feels good for you. Just engage the ankle in some rotation. We're really clearing those meridians that travel through our body, moving different qualities of energy through our body. We're clearing some of the blocks in the joint areas. So when we do our flow movements, the energy will flow more smoothly through our system. Okay, and let's not forget about our toes. Say hello to your toes down there. Hey, toes, what's up? Wiggle around your toes. Every step we take in our life, our toes are helping us move forward and move backwards and get funky with it when we want to. So let's give some gratitude to the feet and the toes. And we're going to start to shift our weight from front to back, noticing how that feels on the pads of the feet. The weight of our bodies pressing down, the energy of the earth pushing up. And here we are on this grateful, beautiful planet full of life-sustaining systems. And even these systems, they get stressed, they still sustain life. And as balanced people, we strive to find ways to live sustainably on the planet, which so many people are trying to do. I know you guys out there are working on that, so thank you for your efforts. We're going to inhale and come onto the tippy toes. And exhale, we're going to come down to flat feet. Maybe even lean back a little on the heel on your empty breath if you can. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Bending the knees a little, feeling that weight sink down. 3 more of those. And last one. All right. Now we're going to do some shaking here so you can bounce up and down on your toes if that feels good. If not, you can just shake without engaging the feet. Bouncing and shaking, these are actually great ways to calm the nervous system. So just go where it feels good for you. And let's take one nice intentional breath. And we'll come to stillness and take a moment to notice the body from the toes, through the ankles, up to the knees, to the hips, through the core, to the chest, to the shoulders, noticing those arms, elbows, wrists, fingers, noticing the neck, the jaw, the top of the head, our wholeness, this beautiful body that carries our soul through this lifetime. And we're going to start to twist at the hips, letting the arms hang loose. And the arms will start to knock into the body. And we're knocking on the kidneys and the lower back. There's one on each side. Kidneys are the highlighted organ for the winter months because we're in the water element. So the kidneys, bladder are the yin yang pair that are primary qualities of energy in this season. And this is a great way to activate the kidney energy, nurture the kidney energy. And during our flow movements, we'll work to replenish the kidneys, the energy in the kidneys. Okay, we'll do a few more here. Maybe take a nice intentional breath if you can. And we're going to shift our knocking to the upper chest, right between the shoulders and the ribs. This area right here. Lung 1 and lung 2 points. What are we ready to release from our emotional system, from our physical system, from our past? As we do that, we make space for fresh energy, fresh experiences, fresh relationships to come into our life. Let's do a nice intentional breath here. And now we'll give ourselves a pat on the back. Pat on the back, a pat on the shoulder. Sorry. This is activating the gallbladder meridian, helping to relieve mental stress. If you find yourself overthinking or being caught up in all the little details of life, it's a great way to help clear some of that out, ground that energy down. And all this time, we're also getting those kidneys on our lower back. Let's take a nice intentional breath here. And we'll come back to the upper chest points, the lung 1, lung 2. And then we'll come to our lower points, and we're just gradually moving out of this by slowing down our rotation, coming back to our center, coming back to a nice standing posture. Knees are bent. Let's bring our hands over our belly. We'll spend a moment of yin time, noticing, allowing, reflecting, coming to the breath for 3 intentional breaths. QiGong is a time to listen to our body. What is our body telling us? And then we respond with simple, gentle actions to provide interventions for our systems to thrive and flow. We'll take a few moments to stretch. So you're welcome to follow my stretch or just do what your body is asking for. After we stretch a bit, we'll get into the flow movements. I had one teacher who said we can turn a regular stretch into a chi stretch by focusing on our breath while we do it. So see what comes up for you when you embody that philosophy. Kind of stretch for a few more breaths. All right. All right, I'm feeling nice and warm. Thumbs up if you're feeling warm at home. Pretty amazing how even in these cold months, we can really warm our system up, activate our meridians. And what we'll focus on next is the flow of energy through some of the meridians. QiGong dates back thousands and thousands of years and is based on the theories of Chinese medicine, which understand the meridian system of the body, the different channels of energy that move through our system. So let's bend our knees and find a comfortable stance. We'll be synchronizing our movements with our breath. So we're going to inhale and let the arms float up in front of us. Exhale, palms face each other. Inhale, arms open to the sides. Full breath, the palms turn upward. Exhaling, the arms come back in front of us. Empty breath, the palms face each other. Inhaling, we open. Full breath, twist the palms up. Exhaling, arms come in front of us. Empty breath, palms face each other. QiGong, as you can tell, focuses on the 4 parts of the breath: the inhale, the full breath, the exhale, and the empty breath. Palms face each other. This reminds us that everything is a process and we cannot rush or skip a step along the way. We just have to go with the flow, go with the natural cycles of our systems and our environment, and connect to our power and the power available to us from the environment. Okay, great. We're going to add in one more component. Empty breath, palms face each other. Inhaling, open up. Now with your full breath, as you twist the palms up, connect your thumb and index finger together. And then exhale. Then release the fingers, palms face each other. So if that's too much, don't worry about it. But we're inhaling, index finger and thumb connect, palms turn upward, and we're exhaling. Fingers disconnect, palms face each other, and we're inhaling, opening up. When we connect these 2 fingers, we're connecting the lung and large intestine meridians, which is the yin-yang pair working together in what we call the metal element quality of energy in our body. Okay, let's do 3 more. And last one. And we're going to let the arms come to the sides. And you might notice, you might be feeling some of the muscular system. Amazing thing about QiGong, very gentle, simple movements, yet we do build strength with these exercises, using the weight of our own body. So I'm just noticing where I feel some of that tension, and I'm doing some massage, some rubbing to help move that energy. And we'll do some tapping. So we'll start at the shoulder, tap down. Flip the arm over and tap up the inner arm. This is one of our activation techniques for the meridians. Get that. Also, this is great for the lymph system. Get that lymph system moving and processing all the cellular waste of the body. Okay, one more time. And let's get that armpit, those lymph nodes. And we'll do the same on the other arm. Down the outer arm, up the inner arm. The outer would be the yang, the more yang side of the arm where the yang meridians are. The inner would be the yin meridians. And we've all seen the yin yang symbol. This is the message that we seek balance, balance between our masculine and feminine qualities, balance between our action and our rest. And notice and being aware that all things are in relation to one another. We're not separate, but we're all interconnected. And this is part of the ancient teachings of Chinese philosophy. And let's get those lymph nodes. Woo! All right. So we have time for one more flowing movement. So we're going to come to our stance. We're going to go from side to side and widen our stance. We're going to shift the weight from side to side. This is a water element movement, so allow it to be expressive, allow it to flow and be unique to you. Okay, we're going to shift the weight. I'll mirror it, so you'll shift your weight to the right. And as we shift to the left, we're going to let the head drop down. And as we come up, we raise the head up. And synchronizing the breath. Synchronize the breath with the movements, however feels best for you. Okay, one more time. Okay, and then we'll come up to leaning towards the left. Our left hand comes behind our back. I'm sorry. I got confused with the, let's come back to center and take a breath. Okay. And you'll place your left hand behind your back. Your right hand will float up and you'll shift your weight towards that raised arm. And we're going to do a scooping motion and shift the weight. Palm turns down and we come back across. So what you can visualize is that you're scooping some water out of a lake. And then you're dumping the water back in. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. And that transformation occurs in many, many platforms, many ways. QiGong gives us a tool to transform our energy to more desirable qualities through our practice, through our breath, through our movement. much like water isn't destroyed but transformed from one form to another. Let's do one more. And then we'll let that arm come to our side, let the other arm drop and shake it out. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. You'll notice that hand on the back is again on top of the kidney. We'll begin our scoop, scooping up the water, shifting the weight to the other side, and then exhaling, dumping the water and coming back across. As we practice our QiGong, we improve our physical health as well as our emotional and spiritual health. Do 3 more. Inhaling, we're scooping up that water, shifting the weight over. Exhaling, we're dumping the water back as we shift the weight across again. One more time. And we'll let the arm continue this trajectory, come to our sides, the other arm can rest, and we'll shake it out. Woohoo! We practice QiGong. Woohoo! So for the last couple minutes, let's take a moment of yin, let some of this integrate. You can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, let the knees bend. And let's take a moment of yin, noticing, receiving, allowing. Our time of rest and receptivity is just as powerful as our times of action and alertness. We respect those qualities within ourselves, within others, and within the world around us. Seeking to be agents of balance, agents of awareness and connectivity. Three more breaths here. All right, our hands come to prayer pose. And I'm very grateful, grateful for my own body, my breath, my consciousness, my ability to move and transform energy. And I'm very grateful for all of you for joining me today and for being who you are out in the world and doing what you do. It's much appreciated. I'll be holding this space through the winter for 11 weeks. So I'd love to see you here again if you're able. And feel free to invite friends, family, or anyone else. Qigong is a gift really to all of us. So I'm happy to be able to share some of these wisdom that I've been taught and pass it on. It's a great legacy that we're all a part of. So thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Moshe. So you said this is every Saturday for the next?
Every Saturday for the next 11 weeks.
Awesome. We'll be back.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Great to see everyone. I have a couple minutes if anyone has questions, but otherwise feel free to peace out and I'll see you guys soon.
Any
It's
questions?
not a question, but I really dig your pants.
Yeah, I do too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, I like the designs there. And then I wasn't looking at your butt, but I saw something on your back pocket.
Hey, that's all right, man.
Thanks a lot, Manshi.
You're welcome.
Take care, folks.
Thanks, Ross. See ya.